Someone asked me to pull cards on Rebecca Zahau, and then I pull cards on Max. Now this is entertainment purposes only. But let's just see what the cards have to say. So first, Rebecca Zahau. Okay, we have manifest, transformation there, and a revelation about the about what was manifested. Okay, we have butterflies, which are again transformation. So let's see what it says. What happened? Revelation about the manifestation, or what was found. So what happened to Rebecca? Going into it, we have the timing. We have the card of karma. Impulsivist, something impulsive. So this was not a planned out action. This is not something long in planning. It happened rapidly by a man. Okay. So she did not do this herself. Okay. She did not do this herself. If there's a man above this that was impulsive, had this done. Going into it was trying to hold on. Okay, we have the Tower. The timing of this, something behind it that had to do with, her boyfriend worked for a pharmaceutical company, okay? Achievement, holding on to what they had. So it looks like it's talking about her person she was living with, this millionaire, holding on to his finances, his tower, his importance, his achievements, okay? So what happened was we have, now usually this is the card of someone you would come to for advice or a higher happening. But let's see what the cards have to say with it. The direction. So wanting to know the direction of what happened here. The truth of it. Defense. Okay. So she may have been trying to defend something. Okay. But the direction changed. The challenge is what was worked on. Underneath of it, we have the choice made, shackled, anchored in. And the clarification is, let's see, having this feeling of perhaps being abused, abusive nature, eccentricity, and above it, creating a new storyline. Okay. Underneath of it, we have dark moments, clouds, affair, something else happening. And let's see what's underneath of it all. Seeds planted, but not liking the harvest. Nightmare scenarios. The path chosen. And this coming to its conclusion. So, let's look and see what we have here. Let's break it down. At the center of it again, we have the karma card. Going into it, seeking the higher knowledge, higher thing, what happened, the truth of the situation, the choices made, and coming to that conclusion, the ending and the conclusion of things. We have, he was trying to hold on, and what came out of this thing was unfulfilling, and so there was some working on what happened. Clarification was feeling there was some abuse going on, feeling a difficult situation and nightmare scenarios. Okay. Okay, so it looks like there was a man that was impulsive at something that he decided on the fly to do. Going into it, this man had his achievements, and we had some defensiveness with things. The direction of things were, I think, orchestrated by this guy. She had made her choices, which anchored things in. She was eccentric, and they're trying to create a new storyline. So it seems like whatever happened to the child, and it looks like she was eccentric, as well. And so we'll look and see what had to do with the child, Max, as well first. But it looks like this was orchestrated. Perhaps it was the father that orchestrated this. I don't think he did it himself. I think he had somebody else come in to murder her, because she did not tie herself up like that by herself. And nude. You're not going to hang yourself nude. Okay? Somebody committing suicide is not going to put themselves out there nude. So let's see what happened with Max. What actually took place? A surprise. Fruition. Okay? And the shadow. Okay, so something took place, a dark thing took place, and I think it was, again, it's showing it was a surprise that this actually took place. Okay, so maybe there had been some abuse and it went too far. Okay. And worked out to this boy's death. Could have been some abuse that had been trying to be hidden, but it went too far. But let's see what the rest of the cards have to say. In the center of it was the action, okay? The new action that happened. So what happened with your death, Max? What happened? What happened to this little boy? The action and concentration on where things were hung up. Could have been some abusive things on what was said, sharp words. And above it we have the community. Okay, community. So what the interactions with the community were, I'm not sure, but it resulted in a new action. Going into it, what is being sold? The desires. Okay, emotional desires. Foundation is generosity. And above it, the heavy wheel. Okay. So this could be either that wheel can be something crushing, or it could be the desire of generosity of a commitment, a strong commitment there. What it's talking about now was a message. Defense. Defending their path forward. Okay. Okay, let's see what else we have. But it looks like somebody really trying to defend some sort of actions about how the path went, what happened there. The challenge was not seeing, not listening, not hearing, blocked with what? Anchored in. And underneath of it we have appreciation. So somebody that was blocked from seeing an appreciation of what was there. Clarification is this idea, trying to get away with something. Okay. Underneath of it, publicity. Yeah, there's going to be a publicity with it. And above it, fireworks. Anchoring in fireworks. Blocked from the new idea. Appreciating the publicity. Underneath of it, fishtails, lies, caution. What happened was the surprise, the fruition. So something that's grown and it comes to its completion. A surprise, though, when it comes to that action. And what this guy's trying to sell about the storyline. So underneath of it, let's see what we have. We have trying to get away with something. More than one was involved. Some sort of a sharing. And this ended in this mental ending for the family. What was offered up was a comfy life, but also judgment that kept her bound, and some lies, deceptions, dark happenings by a narcissistic person. There was the loss and the overturning of things that rapidly happened, and they wanted to manipulate it because they didn't like the harvest that came with his holding and this death. Okay? Now it looks like some sort of a well, let me, I want to pull 3 more cards and just see if I can find out who did this. I mean, it still could have been some sort of an accident. There could have been some ongoing abusive things, but this part of him going down the stairs could have been an accident. Okay, there's some fishtails, okay, when it comes to justice and the message. So there have been lies told about what took place. Let's see what else we have. What else can you tell us about this? About Max's death. Who did this? Was this an accident? Was it on purpose? Choices made? We have walking off the cliff, judgment, and woman holding on to power. So she had some involvement in this, okay? Or was it that he had done this himself, his own thing? He walked off, went down, but there was judgment on her. Judgment on her, that it was her action that did it. Let's pull 3 more and see if we get this. Overturned, could be falling. Well, whatever with this fall that happened, the desires was this unhappy thing that came about, unfulfilled. So he put the blame on her. It looks like had somebody come and take her out. Okay, it looks like there was a manipulation by a couple of people when it comes to justice again. So she may have been at times abusive, or somebody else was abusing this child. And then she went down the stairs and they set her up to looks like to kill her and put the blame on her. Who was abusing this child? Who was abusing this child? Who was it? It was a power struggle between her and him both. Okay? There was some sort of a power struggle between the boyfriend and this girl, and juggling things. Okay? Well, that's interesting. It looked like this kid was on the edge. He wanted to get away from this dark drama going on. It looked like this child was on the edge of things. You know what just kind of came through? That this was his soul's things to escape the situation. Okay? Not that he consciously committed suicide by going down the stairs, but this had something to do with it. Yeah, this retreating, going away, a victory of retreating from the burden. Yeah. He had a victory retreating from this burden. Okay? So his soul level wanted to be out of there. So it was this accident, a surprise of the fruition, this conclusion that came to. It looked like there's a big power struggle between a man and a woman. And there was abuse going on. And so this guy set her up. And looks like had her killed. Now, again, this is all speculation. I'm reading the cards. Take it with a huge grain of salt. For entertainment purposes. Somebody asked me to read on it, and I'm just putting out what I see in the cards. Could be right, it could be absolutely wrong. But it's a speculation based on the cards. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, and we'll see you online.